What's going on there, guys? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing okie dokie today. Let's see here. Hope you guys are doing good. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me get this situated real quick. Yeah, we did get those cars in already, Ed. I got a YouTube video of those coming out later this week. Let's see here. Perfect. But that Grand Sport, it was a little rocky at first, but I think we worked through it, so it's going to turn out to be a good car. Preludes, good morning. Good morning. With that Grand Sport, Ed, it's a lot more car than I thought. I thought it was going to be pretty much stock besides some headers. No, that thing is canned, full exhaust, and everything. It is a race car, pretty much. But I haven't advertised it too much because I'm doing some stuff to it. My desk got so much stuff on his desk. I don't know how he sits here. Yeah, I'm just doing a lot of little stuff to it. Like right now, I sent my guy to go put a tire on it when the tires kept going low. So getting that fixed, had to order a shifter, and a few other little stuff. So getting it ready before I actively start marketing it. But yeah, we got all those cars in here. We got the Thunderbird. We already sold that C4 that I bought last week. So we already sold that one. Got in Sunday. I sold it Monday. So can't beat that. Alright, lane 28, lane 21. Alright guys, let's jump right into it. Got some cars coming up here in a bit. Not that many Corvettes. Like you guys know, usually after that they run the classic sale. The week after is pretty slow. They don't usually have that good of stuff the next week after a classic car sale. So this one won't be too exciting. Not really that many cars on my watch list. The only one is I don't even know where I'm at. I'm kind of confused right now. $28.39. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah, so really our only one on the hit list is going to be this one coming up right now. But I've had a ton of messages on that Grand Sport, so maybe I need some more Grand Sports. If you guys have a Grand Sport for sale, let me know. So they have a 2012 Corvette. A 2012 Corvette coming up here. It's really the only one on our hit list. I'm actually not too interested in it, mainly because it has some miles on it. It has 110 on the miles, which is not a lot on a Corvette, by the way, guys. But Corvette buyers think it's the end of the world, so they're harder to sell. And it's a pretty decent car.
Number 38, 2022
red,
Civic LX,
nice rims.
Gotcha.
It's a base model too, so no heads-up display, no nothing. And it has a Carfax minor. We'll see what it sells for. Yeah, my dog's going crazy. Good morning, Bobby. What year Buick GS you looking for? Not a Buick. I'm looking for a Corvette Grand Sport. I mean, it's not a bad buy. I just couldn't use the miles right now. $18,250 is what it sold for, guys. It's not a great buy, not a bad buy, but it's not something I could use right now. Yeah, Buicks. I'm not an expert in those. In Grand Sports, I need Grand Sports. So if you guys have a Grand Sport for sale, let me know. So next one, we'll be looking at maybe it. See, I don't like when they do this. You see how it says adjusted MMR 8400? What's it sell for? 18.250 sold. So this MMR yesterday was like 7,500. They're changing the MMR numbers. I don't like these cars personally, but this one is the red line, which is the sport version of this. If we can get this, which I doubt, if we could get this for like 5,500, 5,700, that would be a buy. Let's see what else we got watching today. Really, that was about it as far as what I planned to buy. We're gonna look at a couple Corvettes and see what they sell for. They got this Corvette too, which I would like to buy it, but I kind of refuse to buy a base model C7. And this is base. Because not only is it a 1LT, it's a non-Z51. So this is about as bare bones as you could get one. Great color. Great interior color. It's an awesome spec. But these cars are just hard to sell when they're bare bones like this. I mean, 30 grand would be cheap enough though. I don't know. That's a tough choice. 2 owners. Laguna Blue. I don't know. That's a tough car to make a decision on. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Dang, got a low mileage manual one. I want to see what that one sells for. Look at this. Any of you guys hunt? You guys need any of this for hunting? This is crazy. That would look weird on my car lot. I want to see what that one sells for too. Then they got an O2 convertible that's going to sell for a lot of money. You think 30K is too high for it? Yeah. Beautiful car, but I got too many yellow cars. And I'm not spending $18,000 on an automatic C5 Corvette. And this is what I'm talking about right here, guys. Anything pre-2001, especially 98, 99, 2000, these lights more than likely will be on your dash and you cannot get them off. That's why most people choose to go with 2001s or newer. Now, is this a deal breaker? No, but a lot of people don't like to have lights on the dash. So that's why people stay away from these years. And they bring less money. FYI. Well, this one's a 2002, so those lights should be off the dash. You should be able to get those off the dash. Yeah, if it's like high 20s, I'd pull the trigger on it. Like 26. Oh, I didn't even check my account balance. I just went to the bank, so I was at the bank for the last 30 minutes. Sending a wire transfer to a Corvette I bought out of Florida. And so I just sent off $16,000 right now. Should have asked for my account balance. Alright, still got some time here. Oh, 2 cars. Let's watch them.
Now 35, 36,000, got a $54,000 MSRP.
2025 Volkswagen Atlas. I drove a Volkswagen home last night. A T1 or Tijan, whatever it's called. That's pretty cool interior.
All y'all are sitting there looking at this. MMR's 43,000.
I don't think they have any bids on it.
It's a premium R-Line. I'm looking at MMR transactions. The last one with 12,000 miles around 44.9.
Cool color. Y'all want a T1?
Next one.
No sale.
We'll be at 2161s on $75,000 MSRP Ultimate Pack, Lounge Pack, Power Tailgate, Active.
You guys just waking up in the morning? Some of y'all at work? What are y'all up to? Volvos and Volkswagens. And actually, one of the main buyers So this is Gimme the VIN, this lane. One of the main buyers I've never talked to just messaged me on Facebook. Hey Bobby, Kyle, Gimme the VIN. I have a car you may be interested in. It's on OVE. 95 Firebird in great condition. Just thought this was in your wheelhouse, cheap muscle with lots of eyeball. Let me know if you're interested.
No sir, take 750 before you go. 87 half, 49.5 in the Mar done down 45, 47 power tailgate 75 down on this RP 87 half, 48 now 87 half, 48 recharge ultimate pack 24 model Volvo. Look at the miles, Charles.
Alright, I think I know which Firebird he's talking about. I think they pulled it out of the... Yeah, I know exactly which one he's talking about. It was a blue one, 6-speed with 130 on the miles. Firebird. They had it in the last sale. Only got bid up to like $5,500, I think.
$49,000. 48.7, 49,000. 48.7, 15, 49,000. That's still back in the mark. 48.7 half, $49,000. 48.7, 49 once. 48.7, 15, 49,000. It'll be twice. 48.7, 15, 49,000. And now third and final call. We tell them to give it down 9. Next one.
No sales. A lot of no sales on these Volvos and Volkswagen. Subaru, no sale. Subaru, no sale. No sale. Damn, that 14 Nissan 370Z brought 20,000. You guys think I can get the Saturn Sky for 5,500? MMR is 8,400. The only reason I think about buying it is because the bank I use will loan up to 6,500 on it. So I need to buy it under 6,500. Well, after shipping and stuff, I need to buy it at 5,500. Yeah, I think you're right, Ed. I don't think I'm able to steal it. We'll find out right here. Yep, we weren't there. What's up, Reggie? How you doing, buddy?
Soft top, boys. Price goes down. If that price goes up, the top goes down, they say.
I guess these red lines are popular. Like I said, I don't like these Saturn Skies, but the red line's a good one to get. Not for $10,000 though. Awesome, glad you guys are doing good. This is crazy. 9,400. $9,400.
Chevy tracks, Alpha drive, structure boys, and convenience pack, power, down got the power sheet and all, down here, down $5,000, 5,500 you serve.
So then they have these numbered really weird today, actually. Not that many Corvettes today. They do got they are very, very small. They are very small cars. I sold one. You guys remember my dad went on like a Saturn spree? He bought like 3 or 4 Saturn Skies. about 8 months ago, 6 months ago. Anyways, I ended up selling one to a guy in Houston that watches us on YouTube. And I think I made a video about it. I don't know. Well, anyways, he's a really big guy. Probably like 350 pounds. And he didn't tell me that. And he called wanting like a freaking Mini Cooper. So I figured, you know, he wanted a Mini Cooper, and now he's looking at this little Saturn Sky. He knows how small they are. I sell him the car, and he sends me his ID. I could tell this is a big boy. So, like, easy 350, 400 pounds. So I send Nate to go drop off the car to him in Houston. Nate calls me, bro, I should have recorded this. He could not even fit in the car. I said, he can't fit in it. He said, I don't know how he could get out of it. I said, yeah, you should have recorded it. Well, anyways, he called me up complaining about some stuff, that it squeaks when he turns, which I drove this car plain. It didn't do any of that. And he knew some of the little scratches and stuff that it had because I sent him videos of it. He said, it squeaks when I turn. I'm like, dude, I think you just have a lot of weight that you're putting on suspension. But I said, look, Nate told me you can't fit in it. The problem is you can't fit in it, right? He's like, yeah. As I look, you pay to ship it back to me, I'll cancel the deal, refund your money. He said, okay. Then he texted me later that night. Never mind. I'm going to keep the car. And I'm just going to give it to my brother or somebody like that. I said, okay, cool. Saves me, because he got financed through a bank. I said, saves me a lot of paperwork to cancel. And I wasn't making that much on the deal because I shipped it to him. He got financed through a bank. He put like $500 down on the car. It was just kind of, I did it because he watches me on YouTube. Well, he starts texting me like weeks later. Hey man, the check engine light's on. It's like, okay. Would you get it looked at? No. Is the car driving weird? No. I just don't have time to deal with this hassle. I said, I thought you gave it to your brother. No, he backed out on me. I said, so now you're just upset because you kept the car and your brother backed out on you. Yeah, can you take it back? I said, no, man, I gave you the shot already. You turned it down. It's your car. Then he was just all pissed off because he bought a car that he couldn't fit in. So that was my last experience with a Saturn Sky for the short story. I don't think he's a subscriber anymore. So they do have this pretty cool Z06 running. Obviously, I'm not going to buy it. But it does look cool. We're going to see if we can figure this out. So, like I just told you guys, if you guys just now... I've never had to look up a car like this. A guy from Gimme the VIN, which I buy a lot of cars from Gimme the VIN. He texted me, he's one of the main buyers, and he texted me this morning. I've never talked to him, but I guess I'm getting popular, guys. I'm getting popular. Because he texted me, hey, Bobby, this Kyle, give me the VIN. I have a car you may be interested in. It might be perfect for your car lot. It's a cheaper muscle car. It's a Firebird. I know which one he's talking about. It's a blue one. That's standard. But let's look it up. Yep, 1995 Pontiac Firebird. Yeah, they want too much money for it. $7,500. Cannot get there on that one. It ain't cheap, bro. That's a hard car to sell for that kind of money. But it looks great color. It's cloth interior. And the bad thing about it is it's got the LT1 engine, not the LS. That's the killer on the car. Alright, you guys still there? Are you guys still there? Comment in the chat if you guys are still here. Comment, comment, comment. G90 here, here, here. Okay. Perfect. Alright. What did it look like on y'all's end? Because I accidentally ended the stream on my end. That was weird. I ended the live stream on my end, but I saw it was still going on y'all's end. So that was kind of weird. Well, I'm glad it didn't end the stream. Here is a Porsche 911. So this is what my dad has. Except it's cheap for one, actually. Looks like the auction was buffering. Okay. This is cheap, guys. I should have checked this one out. I bet it's automatic though. Yeah. How did I know that? 63,000 miles though. Alright, thanks for letting me know, guys. And Itzy, if you're watching, apparently live stream does not end until you end it on YouTube. This button does not end it. It just ends OBS, which is the streaming software. Not a bad buy, 12.5. Here's the Z06. This one's supercharged. That seems too cheap. I tell you what, man, the Grand Sports. Yeah, my dad would like that Porsche. The Grand Sports are giving the Z06s a run for the money. You guys notice that? This is a good spec car. Great looking car. But look how much modification stuff's on it. Supercharged, cam, headers. I don't like that interior combination though. I think it's really ugly. I'm not a fan of the two-tone interior. Well, it just wholesale for 41 grand. That's the problem about these auctions, guys. You guys are seeing what I technically have to pay for them, and they're bringing more than retail. They are bringing more than retail. So we can exit here. Let's go back over here. They got a Dodge Viper coming up. GT500 Mustang, another GT500 Mustang, some Z06 Corvettes. This one's in Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah, that Corvette sold for $41,000 wholesale. So let me see where we are at on all this stuff. Lane 23 is what I need to go to real quick. Alright, so Itzy's mom has a car exactly like this almost, and she wants to sell it. So I want to see what this car sells for. So we will keep an eye on that car. Lane 8, 127. Then we're going to watch a Cobra, 2004 Cobra SVT sell, see what that brings. A lot of cool stuff coming up.
600, they might have about 6 and 8, 6, 8, they might have 8, 37, 6. 37, 8.
And as always, they don't run the cars, guys. They just sit there, display.
So 37, 6, 22, 41.
See what this Viper brings, 1997 Viper.
Here's number 117, here. 12,000 miles gets you a 97 Viper.
12,800 miles.
6-speed radio. Right county car, Viper, blue plane radio. It's about 85, about 80 grand.
Yeah, I figure it's like a $2,500 car, $3,000 car.
70 grand, 70 grand, 70 bomb, 65, one time, 66 out of the bill, 65, 66, 5, 6, 65 pounds, 66 out of the bill, 65 and 6 and 7, 67 grand, 67 pound.
66,000's got a bid, 67, 68. There's real bids on it now. I don't know how much these cars are worth. Seems like a lot.
70 grand,
New car trade, Viper blue paint, manual. Look at the miles.
Seems like a lot to me, but I'm not an expert in Dodge Vipers.
Hey, 70 grand, 70 grand, 70 grand, last call, include 7.
Oh, and I'm posting a YouTube video later today, guys. Later today, YouTube video coming out. Kind of a short one. I think it's about 10 minutes long, so should be pretty easy to watch. So keep a lookout for that later today.
Last and final call.
73 grand buys it.
73 grand takes it home, man.
This one got added late.
73 grand takes it home. You got the first shot, Mike, if you want it. 73 grand takes it home.
It does have no cats.
No cats?
Yeah.
Wait, no cats? 30 had a lot on, guys. We didn't.
Alright. Coming back over here.
5, 6.
Yeah, I guess they're pretty sought after, Barry.
All done.
I don't really like to post. I don't really like to post YouTube videos on Wednesdays, mainly because I'm doing this live stream. So I think it messes with it. So I already posted a short this morning, live stream, and a YouTube video. I feel like that doesn't help it very well, but we'll see how it goes. Posting, I don't know, probably mid-afternoon.
5 grand, 5,500. Convertible. 6 grand, now 5. 6 grand, now 5. Yeah.
Man, somebody actually bid 5,500.
That's nice.
Somebody bid 6,500.
7, now 5. 7, 5, yes sir.
Yeah, I forgot you're so far behind in time, Reggie. It's 10:30 here. $7,500. What, these people retarded? This is crazy.
Selling all the way.
Selling all the way. Here we go. Anybody get 350? 2.5, 3.5, all in, all done. 350, 350, 350.
That is wild.
3.5. Sell it. 3, 4, 5, 2. 161. 5 grand. 5,500. 5,500. She let you drive that motorcycle around the block.
New car trade GT350.
A lot of GT350s, GT500s, which those are great cars. Those are really great cars. They're just expensive.
Now three, 893, 1 3, 4, 5, they slap playing whack-a-mole balls, 3, 5, going once, going twice, all in.
And on my, if you guys seen my yellow convertible Corvette I got, my 05, I'm trying to buy a shifter for it, and I bought one yesterday, and I just got an email saying that they canceled the shipping because the part's discontinued. Why have the part on your website if you don't have it? Makes no sense. How much do you think that 2004 Cobra goes? I think this one has like super low miles on it, 31,000. I don't know. That's hard to say, man. 21-year-old BMW. I wouldn't want to pay repair bills. Yeah, exactly. Look at this Cobra, though. It's pretty clean. It's actually really clean. It's purple.
Here's 124.
It's a convertible, I guess. Great color. I don't know. People go plumb crazy on these cars. I couldn't even give you a guess. If I had to just do a blind guess, 25 to 30 grand. Maybe. That would be a blind guess. Could be completely wrong. We'll find out.
So 38.5, 22.39. Here is number 125.
What do you guys think? What do you think that Cobra sells for? This 2004.
No cats. No cats. That's a real. We got the light on, guys. 30 grand, 25, 25.
If I wanted to be realistic, 15 grand. But I'm always low on these cars, so I'm just raising it by 10,000. Maybe it brings 40. I got no clue. You guys, one of my live streams, we watched one set a world record. Do y'all remember that? We saw like 3 of these ones bring over $100,000. It's been about a year ago, I believe. Maybe not a year ago, but it's been a while. 6 months, maybe.
Does have no cats, but it's tuned properly.
Let's see. Let's see what this little book says. Alright, who's putting their bets in?
Here's number 127. Here's a Cobra. Right here, Mr. Chrome, guys and gals, sitting right here in front of me. Here's the one owner. It's all original, guy.
Fair, 12,500. Good, 19.5. Excellent, 32.
40 grand, 40 grand and 5. Let's let them play. 30 grand, 31. 30 grand, 31.
Yep, I told y'all, and I was wrong. Even my high estimate was still a half the price lowball. You don't ever know what something's worth until you get 2 guys bidding against each other. Yeah, I did say 42 though, but I said a lot of numbers, so I'm gonna say I guessed it right.
Okay, guys, it's a rare one owner.
They're trying to pump more bids out of it.
Cobra, painted in Mystic Chrome.
But yeah, we watched one where they, like, multiple of them brought over 100 grand. One set a world record. Had like 6 miles on it though.
Hot. These are rare, they're going up in value. This one's a nice driver too.
Going up in 200 increments.
That color is hot.
Anybody else? Let's go. Hey, man, 7, yes, sir. Hey, man, 7. 7. You better get on it, I'll tell you that.
Maserati last call.
Jay Leno. Who knows?
41 grand buys it.
Damn, they're not even selling it, guys. They're not even selling it. Not even selling it.
That's what it takes. 41 grand, 41, going once, going twice. Appreciate the bill, guys, again. They might have a nice score. Here comes number 128.
No sale. That's crazy.
Intake tuned right here, no cats. Muffler is missing.
They didn't even sell it. That is wild. Alright, so this GT 500 Mustang I was watching brought 32.5.
30, got the mag right dampening system, 31.52, and 32, 32,500, down 2, down 5, and 32,
Yeah, did not meet reserve, did not meet their reserve. Now this is a dealer only auction, so there's no public bidders, it's only car dealers, but yeah, they did not meet their reserve. Here's a 2004. Here's a 2004 Mustang that they have running up 25,000 miles. Standard. Looks super clean. Blue. I don't know what it is. I've been getting a lot of blues now. I went from silvers. I went from red to silver to yellows. Now to blues. It seems like I just buy cars in the same color. What do you guys think this one's worth? Performance series. Super clean, low mileage with some Roush kit parts, short throw shifter, one owner, clean Carfax. What do you guys think something like this is worth? A 2004 Mustang. You guys can't see the photos I'm clicking through. What do you guys think something like this is worth? You guys think it's worth $15,000? It's aftermarket. Looks super clean. What do you guys think? Yeah, but that's retail. It says it's going to sell like for $12,500. This one's definitely bringing way less money than the other one, for sure. because it's not a Cobra. But you can only get so much for it. I mean, it says adjusted MMR is 12,350. It's just, I don't really like that generation. Let's come over here. Let's see what this thing's worth. Let's see. This website's so slow now. Here's a Z06 over here for 58,000. Let's see. Here we go. Then we click over here, close map, lowest miles. Ooh, it's up to 62,000, 62.8 on that Z06. This website crashes all the time. Whatever. Alright, what did that Z06 bring? 62.8.
Heads up display, 30 grand, 20 grand, 20 grand, 20 grand, and 5 and more.
Buyavet.net. Look, you guys can see who's bidding. That's what I see. But
24 grand, 24 grand,
20 going up to 24 grand. That's a lot of money for that car, Barry. That's a lot of money for that car. C5s don't bring that much money. Unless it's the like commemorative edition with like 10,000, 8,000 miles. I sold a 2004 commemorative edition Z06 with 11,900 miles for 31,000. That was like crazy. And I sold it to another car dealer, believe it or not. Couldn't believe he paid that much money for it. Okay guys, you just saw a 2007 Corvette base model sell for $24,500 with 31,000 miles. I have a convertible 3LT standard Le Mans blue better color for that same price retail. This is wholesale, mine's retail. That's how crazy these auction prices are.
Into the minute 7 5 minute way to buy down here now 27 5 8 5 2 grand back MMR now 9 minute 5 minute 29 minute 5 minute down 5 minute 5 back gonna sell when done 8 7 59 he got in there 2.5 29 2 now 2.5 minute 29 to minute 2 now Fletcher Jones gonna sell it when they're done forward up Pine Cars and 29 to the second call now 2.5 minute down by 29 2 8 1 6 thank y'all. We'll be able to put 40 zone down about to pick it up in Orlando.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta pick this one up in Orlando too. Never mind, guys. Never mind. Oh, shit, for that much money.
That's worth the trip to Orlando. Now 55, 6 down, now 5, 65, now 7, 7 down, 5,
Not anymore.
now 9, 95, 95, 10, down 5, now 11,000, 5, now 12,000, 5, 13, 5, now 14, down 14, 5, 14, down where you can find one with that kind of year model, those kind of miles, scored that kind of CR. Now 14, 5,
Right here. I found one right here.
2,
Yeah, the Le Mans is a way better color.
One owner, clean Carfax car, boys, down 14,000, 14, 2.5. Down 2.5 with a short throat shifter, down to the 14, 2. Down 2.5, gonna sell up over down, 14, 2, down 14, 2.5 twice. Down 14, down by 2, down by, thank y'all, sub 14,000 prestige, you bought her 47.73. Here's your 141, low miles, boys, 058, 058, one group equipment, boys, 6-speed automatic, down
They sold it for $14,000, guys. $14,000.
Just be that 10. Down 10. I'll ask you 2.5 after. Down 95, down 10. We're 10, 95, down 10, 250, down 5, 7.5.
Okie dokie. So, they're going to run through some Camaros. Then we'll be getting into a couple C7 and C8 Corvettes. So, as far as C7s go, I don't have a problem buying a C7. I just got to buy the right C7. And it's not going to be a base model non-Z51. Even though this is a great color car, that's the sad thing about it. This is such a great color combination car. But no heads up, no nothing, no Z51, just as plain Jane as possible. If it's in the high 20s, I'll buy it, but other than that, I won't. Here's a nice car, but it's a 14. I don't know, if I was going to spend $40,000, it would not be on a 14 Corvette. Then a couple C8s. See what the C8 market's doing a bit. I'm not a big fan of the Grand Sports in the C7. To me, it's not really that much of a different game changer, in my opinion, compared to the C6. Like, you can hardly notice the flares. Doesn't have headers on it. Oh, you guys should have told me that that thing was in the way the whole time. I forgot. Then they got that hunting Jeep, which is weird. They have this one. Let's enter the sale. Let's see where this sale's at. Man, they've got a long ways to go. They have a very long ways to go. They like have a rough start. Yeah, there ain't no way I'm sticking around to watch that C5. But they have the C5 convertible. Got the Z06 in Nashville, Tennessee. Let's see what these Camaros are bringing.
Still back in the bar, down in the minute, 35, 7,
Looks like it has ZL1 wheels on it.
Now 7 half, in the minute, 35, 7, in the minute, Covert, give me that, 7, in the minute, 5, 35, 7, now. Now 7 half, in the minute, 5, in the down, 7, in the minute, 35, 7 half, in the bottom from Shannon Shrila. Now 35, 7 half, in the minute, 5, down, 30, 7, in the minute, 5, 7, now. Now 35, 7 half, in the minute, 5, 35.
Blue. A lot of blue cars. I haven't seen more blue cars ever till these last couple of months. What was that? Holly EFI? I just never have good luck with Camaros. Like, Camaros don't... I have no good luck selling them. I don't know why.
Yeah, 30,000. 30, 30, 5, 5, now 5, 31, now 5, 1, 5, now 1, 5, 30, 1, 5, 2, down 5, 3, down 32, 33, down 32, 5, now 3, gravity, now 3, 2, 5, 32, 33, 2, 5, now 3, now 3, 2, 5, now 3, 33,000, now 2, 5,
But yeah, thank all you guys for signing on and watching the stream. I appreciate it. I knew this one wasn't going to be too exciting because there wasn't that many Corvettes. Hopefully next week there's a better selection. There probably is. And if you guys have a Corvette or Classic for sale, you know I'm a buyer on it, so reach out to me. I just wire transferred a guy in Florida some money this morning. If you guys like that Le Mans blue Corvette I have, I'm posting a whole video of it later today. It's not slushy. Thank you. And we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. So hopefully our goal is to get 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So hopefully we can keep that going. We're not on pace. No, you're right. You're right. The C6 Grand Sport blows away a base C6. Yeah, no, a C6 Grand Sport blows away a base C6, but a C7 Grand Sport doesn't look as good as a regular C7. It looks better, but it's not like that huge game changer like it is in the C6 generation. I'm putting this up so you guys can see y'all's chats. Actually, comment down below. Do you guys want me to make this chat screen bigger? This, where you guys can see each other's comments? Like, because right now on the right side of y'all's screen, y'all can see each other's comments. Can y'all actually read that, or is that too small for y'all? Do you want it bigger? You use YouTube chat. Okay. You prefer the C5 and C6 generation? Yeah, I believe so too. Yeah, a tad would help. What about that? Is that better? Yeah, the C7, The C7 looks really aggressive. It really does. It has gone well throughout the years. But it's just the price point on them hasn't come down much. And it's also a double-edged sword too, because you want the price to come down on the C7, but for that to happen, that means the C6s and C5s also have to come down. So it's like the people that have the C5 and C6 that want the C7, they aren't willing to let their cars go cheaper to get a cheaper deal on a C7. So it's like a double-edged sword on price. Yeah. Yeah, especially if you get a manual C7, it's worth some money. But the C7s have gone up because people don't want to buy the C8s, or they won't spend the money for a C8. And I don't blame him. I wouldn't buy a C8 right now anyways. I haven't. That's why I'm not even really looking at C8s. I'll buy a C8, and I've said this lots of times. Like, I'll buy one, but I gotta steal it. Like, I'm gonna have to rob you. I'm gonna put a mask on and rob you for me to buy a C8 Corvette right now. There's no other way for me to pull the trigger on one. I just think they're gonna fall pretty hard pretty soon. Alright. The C7 has a deal in the transmission, but it's a common issue that can be fixed. It's kind of like the harmonic balancers in the C5, C6. Like, it's a common thing to fix. I've had to fix them in the last two I bought. Now 30, now 30,000, now 5, now 5, 31, 5, now 2, now 5, 32,500, now 2, now 5, 3, now 33, 33. Alright, what do you guys think this base model 16 goes for? Adjusted MMR is 30,800. I bet it brings 32.5, 33 grand. Now 35, 750, down, get in while the water's fine, boys. Now 3, 5, 7 half once, now 35, 33. Probably 32, or 32.5. 30 final call down to buy sub 32,500, 28, 88 to buy. 71 down to buy 2016 Chevy Corvette, 5.0 CR Laguna Blue metallic tint coat, boys, and to buy good one here. 27 grand, 27.5. That Corvette buyer's belly up to the bar. 27.5, 8, 5, now 9, 29,005, 29.30, now 30, now 5, 1, now 31, 5, 2, now 2, 5, 3, now 33, 5, now that was pretty close. That was pretty spot on. Now 4, now 34, 30, 34, 35, 34,751 to be 7 half. It's the color. 7 half, 33, 5, down to buy 33, so the bid 4, 4, 4, got it on the floor. Miss Liz, now selling the dividend, 34,000, and now selling the dividend, 34, 34, down selling the dividend, 34,000, selling the dividend, now 2.5, sir. Now 2.5. 34, 234, now 5, and now this is crazy. Now once, down 34, down by twice, 32, 35, sub 34, 250, bottom my friend, bottom by 33, 63, thank you, my friend. Well, here, good to see you. That is crazy. The next one's on the 72, down to buy stop by anytime, down to buy 7-speed performance manual, boys, I got performance brakes, C51, everything about this car performance. Yeah, it's the color. I guess I need to raise the price of my Le Mans. 35, and now 35, 5, and then 35, and then 35, yeah, I'll take it. Connection lost. Papa Pine 36 hours, and then Papa Pine 36 hours, it's all. Let's say, Papa Pine 36 hours, and give me 5, and about 36 hours, and now 36 hours, 5, and about down 36. Yeah, for one LT, non Z51. And now 36 hours, 500, and about now 36 hours, now 5, 36 hours, this car doesn't have any bids. Clean car packs, and about 7, now 36, and about 37,000, now 70, watch. Okay, well now there's a bid. So you guys see where it says bid, 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 bid? Those are fake bids 99% of the time, just to get somebody else to click on it.
$41,000 MMR looking right at you. 38.5. 8.5 to bid. 38. And now Russell down about the minute. We find about the minute down below 8.5. 8.5. And now 38.5. And the 38,000.
Yeah. Sunset orange. Daytona Sunset orange. Yeah, it's a beautiful color.
This is beautiful.
See, I understand why this one isn't bringing that much money.
Gentlemen, we should not be back in the bar this far.
Well, one, congratulations. I'll show you G90 real quick. You see how I can see the dealership's names right here. Those are real bids. But where it says bid, those are fake. The auctioneer's just saying that there's bidders there in person. Really, there's bidders there in person? How many guys do you see right there on the floor? You see anybody there?
No, I've never worked this hard to sell a beautiful car.
There ain't nobody there. Well, man, congratulations on looking into getting a Corvette, man. That's a bonus as itself. What would I recommend between the C5 and C6 base models? They're the same thing. It's the same thing. Personally, I like the C5 more. If you're just going base model for base model. But it just boils down to if you want pop-up headlights or non-pop-up headlights. The LS1 versus LS2, you're not going to notice a difference. The transmission is different in the automatics. It's not a game changer, really. Price is a big difference. You're going to pay about $5,000 to $6,000 more, at least, between the two. So if price is an issue, C5. If price isn't an issue, then it's just preference. As far as maintenance, Corvettes are very low maintenance, to be honest with you. Common problem on them on that generation is a harmonic balancer, which is about $1,000 to fix. And most of the time it's already replaced since the time you buy it, since they're already so old. So that engine will run you 250,000 miles if you take care of it, at least. So it's just preference. Both great cars. If you want a base C6, I have a few in stock. I don't have any C5s. You know, it's actually, I want to say the C5 is the hardest car for me to buy right now. One, because they're very hard to resell because you can't get financing on. And the people that are selling them, like the people that own them that are selling them, they want C6 money for them. Like, you guys don't understand how many phone calls I get of people offering me C5s for 22, 23, 24, 25,000 that have 40, 50,000 miles on them. Like, it does not make sense. It is easier for me to buy a lower mileage C6 than it is a lower mileage C5. They just don't want to. They just don't want to take that their cars, you know, with $10,000 to $15,000 car, and it's not a $25,000 car. Would a dealer expect to profit 3 to 5K? It depends how much the car is. My average profit is actually lower this year, but it's because I keep giving you guys deals. My average profit, I think, across the board is $3,000. Which sounds like a lot per car, but there's a lot of variables they go into play to where it's not really that profitable. I'd get a good C5 to be frank. Curves would pop up comfortable. I have a 50 C5 auto, has no value. Spotless though, no value. They're great cars, the 50th especially, but that's a great example of one. I had a 40,000 mile 50th anniversary convertible automatic, and I sold it retail for $18,000. Obviously, I bought it cheaper than $18,000, so I could sell it $18,000. I get people that call me on that same car wanting $22,500, $23,000. I got employees, we got taxes, we got lights, we got a lot of stuff. Repairs, because, you know, we fix the cars and sell them, but sometimes things happen the next day or next week, and we still eat those bills and fixes to keep the customer happy, and that it all cuts in a lot. So 3,000 is not really cutting it by. Now 4,000 to 5,000 would be ideal, to where we can make some money, have a good cushion. 2,500 to $3,000 is like hoping things don't go wrong. No sale at 74,000 on that Grand Sport, or on that C8. So 2024 sold for 70,000, 3LT. This 2020 sold for 74,500, 3LT. Now have less miles. See what this Grand Sport sells for. Yeah, I had the craziest guy try to offer me a C5 yesterday. Like, it was ridiculous. I'll tell you guys after this one. I want to see what this one sells for.
All this does is has no cats. This is a Grand Sport 20,000 mile rig.
That's a performance package.
Yeah, I'm staying away from all C8s. Because that floor is gonna fall out, then you're stuck with, you know, $5,000 to $10,000 loss. That happened to me when I bought one of my C8s I had a few years ago. I bought it right as it started falling at the peak of the C8 market, when they were selling way over list.
What do you want me to cut it? 30,000.
I bought a C8. I thought I could sell it for 65 grand. And the market fell like 10,000 the week after I bought it.
Built for hunting. Look at your seat, boys. My goodness.
Yeah, look at this thing, guys. This thing's crazy. Look at this thing. You guys hunt? You need a hunting mobile?
Do you realize how much those racks cost? You do, because you're a hillbilly.
Gentlemen, I don't know where you're going to find another one. I dang sure know where you're going to find
Yellow,
a like
guys,
this.
it's an alteration. It's not damage.
Yeah, it's for the alteration for your hunt rig on top.
That's crazy. That looks funny.
We don't have a lawyer friend that likes to hunt.
Last September, I paid $14,000 for my 2003 base manual, 6-speed, 96,000 miles. Yeah, and that's what they should sell for. 2003 is a great year. 6 speed's a great model. That's what they should retail for. But I get people that call me up on that same car wanting $18,000 wholesale.
Takes 13, Miss Liz. Takes 13,000. 13,000. Midtown Legacy, $13,000, 12 fine, 13. What?
All right. So, let me tell you a story real quick. Yesterday on my Grand Sport, speaking of my Grand Sport, was that a Safari Jeep? It's a hunting Jeep. Somebody just put a whole bunch of hunting stuff on it. My Grand Sport is priced at $34,900. Okay. It's not really priced at that yet because I haven't finished everything, but people ask me, I tell them $34,900. A guy has a 2004 Corvette with 70,000 miles, automatic. He's done a little bit of performance stuff to it. And immediately he told me, I spent $15,000 on it last year upgrading it. I was like, what could you possibly... I mean, one, why would you spend $15,000 in a $15,000 car? Two, what could you possibly spend at $15,000? He gave me a whole list. It's like, okay, it doesn't really help it at all, really. So he's like, I think we're gonna be too far apart on my Corvette. What do you think it's worth? But you're probably gonna want $10,000 difference. I'm good at $6,000 difference. My car's $34,900. So no, he didn't have a supercharger. And so that means he thinks I was going to put $25,000 in a base model Corvette, and he wanted $29,000 for it. I just replied back. I said, "Man, there is 0% chance I can spend $25,000 on a base Corvette that's not a Z06, no matter what you did to it. Like, there's no way." He's like, "Yeah, I kind of figured that. What do you think it's worth?" I said, "Man, I need the VIN. I'd take a look at it, but it's about a $15,000 car to me." He's like, "Oh, I appreciate your time." So it makes me look like a bad guy when they want $30,000 for a C5 or $29,000 for a C5 Corvette, and I tell them it's worth $15,000 wholesale, and that's a strong wholesale offer. Because what am I going to sell it for? $17,900, $18,500, maybe. But yeah, that's the end of the auction, guys. I appreciate you guys staying with me throughout the entire thing. Keep a lookout for my YouTube video that's dropping later this afternoon. Yeah, you don't get your money back when you modify cars. That's correct. You never do. But yeah, keep a lookout for that video, guys. I appreciate all the support. Trying to post some more videos more often. So y'all take care. Have a great rest of the day, and see you soon.